pictures with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now. Need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Lauletta. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, if you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good headed scheme going.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lauletta on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
319. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Back to the Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't get him down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. It's caught, Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Great.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey. Let's rock now.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good pickup there at 22. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go, fellas.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
All right, here we go. 3.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now Lawlett on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
It's Lawlett off play action. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 3rd down, Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. There's up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. It's Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Lauletta to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Lauletta. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lauletta. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Newton on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
180.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Hurry up,
They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To Barkley on the check down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's Lauletta. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan able to drop him for a loss of a couple. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Lauletta on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll run it here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Now a first down throw for Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. On first down, Lauletta. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Lauletta. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Oh, good move. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 20, 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, an even 90 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, Your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw is Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The Giants.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Loletta. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Detroit!
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Loletta. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and run it up the middle, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gun. Sit, ready?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great. White 33.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Back to throw. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on fourth down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with 5 seconds left. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the fourth. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Lauletta. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Rosas now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. One last throw here for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.